Okay, I'm just packing and going down my Lost Castle checklist. I've got it reworked so it has 20 items on it now. It would be impossible to find an old castle, let alone a lost castle, with all 20 items, especially one that has been lost for 1,300 years. Now, don't expect too much tomorrow. It's not like we're going to find something like Angkor Wat in the jungle with vines and stuff hanging all off it. No, no. 1,300 years is a long time for wind, rain, and farmers to remove every trace. Everything that can rot, dissolve, come apart, blow away, and be carried away. Just for comparison, let's look at some old castles on the database. Most of these are nowhere near 1,300 years old. Most are only 500 or 600 years old. Inoue Castle remains earthworks, only earthworks, one structure. Itoe Castle remains moat. There's a bit of moat there, one structure. Nakayama Castle, I was there a few weeks ago, if you remember, remains kurua and ditch, two structures. Teshiro Castle remains kurua, one structure. Tobio Castle, 2 items. Awane Castle, 2 items. Hirata, 3 structures left over. Wow. Kiyama Castle remains nothing. 0 structures. Hey, tomorrow we could find 0. But let's look at the checklist in its present form so we're all familiar with it. Natural features. Well, your lost castle has to be on the tallest peak in the immediate area. Has to be tall enough so that no one can shoot down on you or spy on you, look down on you. And it has to be steep enough to really tucker out your visitors. Make it hard for them to come up and see you and hard to carry up a lot of stuff. Shaped features. I think these are all pretty straightforward. You're all experts on the tiger mouth now. I'll put up that diagram again, and you can see some of these terms. Steep forward descent for counterattack in enemy's rear. I don't have any word for this. I'm just describing what I've seen, what I've found at my favorite castle for metal detecting, and on Mount Zhao. It is here. This is your road up, and your attacking army. They're marching up this way. What you want as the defender is a very steep descent line here. Something too steep to climb up without help. You send your lightly armed skirmishers down that way. This guy is a Bulgarian, Agrianian skirmisher. I don't even know what he's doing here, but okay. You send your exotic, lightly armed skirmishers down that way, and now they can make trouble, gigantic trouble, in the camp. They can burn enemy supplies, burn his boats, or they can harass him in his rear end and be a gigantic pain in his rear. And after that, they could come back up using ropes and pulling the ropes up after them. In the vicinity, I would hope to see some recycled stones. And historically, there should be something in the vicinity worth protecting, a reason for the castle to be here. That could be a road, a river, a port, a town, something like that. And of course, Mount Zhao had a port and a town, a quite wealthy town. Artifacts. I've put megaliths on there because in this area, quite a few castles were built around megaliths. Awane Castle, Hirata Castle, Majinjo Castle. Nakayama Castle is supposed to have some megaliths, but I couldn't find them. Tenjin-yama Castle has some beauties. I didn't know this, but Senkoji Temple over in Onomichi there used to be a castle. And of course, before that, it was a megalithic complex with beautiful megaliths. Our famous mirror stone is there. So, quite a few castles take in megaliths. Our New Year stone on Mount Zhao, I place inside the second ring of defense of our lost castle. So that's why it's on our lost castle checklist, which is still open to revision. Okay, see you tomorrow on the mountain. Blazing campfire last night with wieners and marshmallows, and really, truly, finally, our last oyster fest of the season. I hope you're having a good weekend too, and I know that some of you aren't. I know that some of you are going through some tough times. I won't say names, but Team Hibagon loves its own. And I love you. I love you. Okay, see you tomorrow.